How predicting the future works is by listening carefully to your environment and people of influence. Listen and watch closely words you and your influences choose to express and communicate. Words are wishes and personal interests. Words lead to action, focus, and aim our security, joy, and quality of the ideal and desired future life. In other words, you discover your words predict your own future. This is why it's important when choosing the right mentors and people to learn from. Influences are defined as the things actively promoting and challenging change in your life, narrative, and paradigm. The stronger an influence over you, the more power and force it has to move you. It's important to remember about predictions. There are people of influence in many industries, arts, games, and genres. So you must learn how to connect the dots between them through relevancy, intensity, capacity, and priority. Just like you must learn the same technique in your own life. That's the passive past, your proof and evidence of predicting the future, and when the future comes true, it is a gift that can only be born from experience. Actively, people of influence give perspective and are listened to because they drive and resonate a narrative of cultural and financial interests. The more people who are interested in a narrative or paradigm, the more influence they have to generate change in society. An example, it is easy to predict that SpaceX tech will be in our future because so many minds are developers and followers of that vision, as well as the establishment and financing is also playing a significant role. That influence will wash over you and you can detect its power, force, and direction with greater ease. So, there is evidence that you too can predict things that come true. It is not science fiction to believe people can predict the future. Do you do it every day? Is it easy or hard for you to visualize with your natural technology called imagination a future with exploration of distant lands and seas? In other words, your threshold of detection is within the obvious spectrum, and no matter what you do, it will happen. So it is easy to predict. But to predict the unexpected, you must have a relationship with the in-between and serendipity. Some of the lessons from the Echo experiment is that the in-between has three dynamos. The concept of repeat plays a role too. But for example, a coin does not have two sides. It has three. What about the rough edge that brings together the two sides? Even wire, positive and negative, have neutral. Tech has three dynamos. Even time, with past, present, and future. Therefore, even prediction. But accuracy is learning that even the surface of the coin has dimension and angle which gives it beauty and purpose. The further in the future you predict, the more chaotic the intel. Why? Because too many minds have their own influence, karma, and free will constantly pushing and pulling against changing our collective future. The future is adaptability, so be mindful of what you focus on because it will return to you in the present. The present is Chief King Master Commander, but requires the irreversibility, foundation, strength, and habitation of the past. Pure power. With the adaptability, corrective, enhancing, liberation of the future. Pure force. You bring that energy all together into the harmonious, peaceful, pure moment of the present. Choose wisely.